block. They get it to Davies, and here it comes. He jams it down. From the point, Bree Adams, lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. And he'll put it right on goal, and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Interception, and two of those shouldn't have happened in my opinion. There's a one on the far side back in the late first, early second quarter, I believe. So I hope it. One-handed grab, oh my goodness! Matthew Ozendorf into the end zone on the touchdown. Grant Nelson will pull down the rebound. Nelson will go to the hoop and jam it down with a one-handed slam. Savage, the closest one there, can't quite get it off the far boards. Maddie Green will pick it up. She'll circle around. Be closely contested there, and it's picked up. Shot on goal, and a rebound attempt, and another one, and it's in. It's Jordan Kesey with the goal, and it's 2-0 Bismarck Blizzard. Get it up to Pesa, off her knee, and just robs it. Ross is able to shuffle it out to Crabtree. Gilbert back up the court. Side three on the way, and it's in! Paige Thompson with the dribble. Getting the face-offs down on this end of the ice, and they have pulled their goalie. And here's an opportunity, and no. Criddle, it's there, it's in! Criddle scored! With 5.5 seconds to go! Caleb Criddle gets the goal, and we're tied at 1! 22 to shoot on the shot clock here. Hoverson for his 9th three. Yes, he got it! 9 threes for Hoverson. All right, welcome to Fargo Davies High School here, and let's just hit a button here to get our camera working once again. It's nobody's fault. All right, there we go. Now our camera's working again, and we welcome you here back to Fargo Davies High School, getting ready for the Grand Forks Central Knights. We're about 7 minutes away from the opening announcements and the tip-off of the rematch. Fargo Davies, 13-1 on the year, and their only loss came to the team they're playing tonight, 77-69 on January 11th. And Ben Hoverson, a 6'5 senior for the Knights, scored 38 points, 27 of those from behind the three-point arc. And if he lights it up again tonight like that, that could cause problems. Cole Hage had 29 points in the matchup last time these two teams met up. So we want to thank our sponsors for making the game possible, including Van Dam Chiropractic, along with ProLawn Challenge Nutrition, as well as Allstate Fred Hage Agency, and also girls varsity and junior varsity coverage. Brought to you by multiple Davies families as well. So we certainly appreciate the support of those businesses and families this season. It's been a fun one so far. We're a little over halfway done with the season here. And, I wish, the only thing I could say is I wish the season was double the length, because it's been a fun one here. So we'll enjoy the last handful of games that we have for you here on the ND Sports Channel while we have the opportunity to do that. Once again, we're about maybe 5 minutes away from the opening announcement. Let's take a timeout and be back in a moment with more of your pregame show after this. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back here to Fargo Davies High School. Getting ready for the Knights and the Eagles. And once again, the Fargo Davies Eagles, they come in 13-1, 12-1 against EDC. Undefeated here at home. They're 7-0. And they are 6-1 on the road. Last time they lost the game, it was a road game against the Grand Forks Central Knights. They would fall 77-69 back on January 11th. The Knights, they're 5-9 overall, 4-8 against EDC. 4-4 at home, but they've only won one game on the road. They're 1-5 on a road or neutral court. Since the last time we saw Grand Forks Central over that win over Fargo Davies, they would, I think it was the next day, or no, Monday, that next Monday, they would defeat the Wahpeton Huskies 75-67. But then they would lose to Devil's Lake, West Fargo, Fargo South, and then an overtime loss to Fargo North 75-70. So the Knights come into this one looking to break a 4-game losing streak. Fargo Davies stats from last time these two teams played. Ty Satter had 6, Mason Bitts had 3, Owen Heckner had 6, Grayson Hammond had 7, Cameron Van Dam had 16, and Nate Hensel had 2, and Cole Hage led the way with 29 points against the Knights the last time these two teams met up in Grand Forks. On the flip side of the scoreboard, it was Parker Brown with 8 points, 6 of those from behind the three-point arc. Mason Love with 4 points, 3 of those from behind the three-point arc. Alex Barbeau with 5 points, 3 of them from behind the three-point arc. Caden Foltz with 6 points. Torrey Battles had 2. Mason Grafseth had 14, and Ben Hoverson led the way with 38 points, and he hit 9 of 11 threes in that game. And he had a dunk, and that dunk was the final lead change of the game. After Hoverson slammed it down, Grand Forks Central took, I believe it was a 32-30 lead, and they never gave up the lead after that point. That was late in the first half with like a couple minutes remaining, if memory serves me correctly. So coming up after tonight, the next two for Fargo Davies, they will be at Fargo Shanley on February 7th. That game can be watched on Shanley TV. We will not have that game for you on the Andy Sports Channel, but they will be able to watch it on Shanley TV. And then February 11th, they'll be down in Wahpeton taking on the Huskies, and we'll see that matchup here on the Andy Sports Channel. And then February 14th, they're back at home against the Valley City Highlanders. The next couple for Grand Forks Central, they will have Fargo South at home, and then they'll just go down the road a little bit to take on the Rough Riders from Grand Forks Red River on February 7th and 11th. Those two games are. We're going to take another break. Once again, our sponsors are Van Dam Chiropractic, ProLawn, Challenge Nutrition, and Allstate Fred Hage Agency, along with multiple families from Fargo Davies. We'll actually keep it right here, and we'll take that break here in a few seconds when we get to the national anthem. So once again, Grand Forks Central 4-8 over against EDC opponents, 5-9 overall. Fargo Davies 13-1 overall, 12-1 against EDC. Their only loss to the Grand Forks Central Knights. Bart Manson, the head coach for the Eagles. Dan Carlson, the head coach for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Talked to Dan a little bit during the junior varsity game. And really, really nice guys. He's setting up here on the camera, and I asked him what his thoughts were on if he thought that the Knights could do it again. And he's like, hey, if we have our couple shooters like Ben Hoverson along with Mason Gravseth and Parker Brown do what they did last time, there's a good possibility that he has faith in his team maybe keeping this one close, if not knocking off the Eagles here at home. We'll see what happens, though. It's not going to be easy by any means. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer right now for the opening announcements.
And the Eastern Dakota Conference encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. As high school student athletes, they commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. Both teams invite you to support their effort. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by the Fargo Public Schools Air Force Junior ROTC under the direction of Colonel Stephen Muse and Chief Master Sergeant James Gibson.
Yeah.
Color Guard team is commanded by Cadet Jager Jensen, accompanied by Cadet Parker Liedall, Cadet Nicholas Lapine, and Cadet Rebecca Van Vliet. Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor.
We'll take a timeout and be right back.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Assigned by the Red River Valley
All right, welcome back.
Association are Reggie Jackson, Jesse Radloff.
Once again, we want to say thanks to our sponsors, including ProLawn of Fargo, Moorhead, Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, and Allstate Fred Hage Agency, as well as Davies families, as they introduce the cheerleaders for Fargo Davies.
Shira Painsell and Sabrina Dunbar. They're coached by Jennifer LaRue, Amber Cox, and Trenton LaRue. Assistant coaches for the Knights, Justin Knowlton.
And to the best of our knowledge, the starting lineups will be in alternating order.
And for the Eagles,
I can tell you right now, for the Knights, it's going to be Mason Love, Alex Barbeau, Caden Foltz, Ben Holverson, and Mason Grafseth. And for the Eagles, it'll be Owen Heckner, Justice Noel, Grayson Hammond, Cameron Van Dam, and Cole Hage, your starters for the Fargo Davies Eagles.
Mason Love. And for the Eagles, a 6'5" junior, number 12, Owen Heckner. For the Knights, a 6'3" junior, number 14.
Last time these two teams met, Fargo Davies got out to a 10-0 lead. And then the Knights chipped away at it, took the lead a couple times, and ended up winning the game. 77-69, delivering the Eagles their first loss of the year and their only loss so far.
And for the Eagles, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Grayson Hammond.
You can pretty much be assured that Fargo Davies has not forgotten about what has happened. They're going to come out here and try and prevent that from happening again.
Senior, number 25, Cameron Van Dam.
Van Dam was held to 16 points last time these two teams played.
And for the Eagles, a 6'3" senior, number 30, Cole Hage.
Cole Hage led the way with 29 points last time these two teams played.
Eagles, Mark Manson.
And we're ready for the first half to start here. Once again, the Eagles in the white jerseys with the Cardinal red numbers and lettering, and the Grand Forks Central Knights in the dark silver, dark gray, whichever you'd prefer to call it, with the maroon, purplish maroon the lettering and numbering with white outline. It should be a fun one here, and we're looking forward to it. Van Dam up in the circle, and the tip is won by Fargo Davies, and we're underway here in the first half of play between the Eagles and the Knights as Justice Noel will get it up top, work it over to Grayson Hammond. Hammond dribbling up against Mason Love there on the guard. Quickly out into the corner and pass to Heckner out of bounds, and that was tipped by a Knight, I believe, and it'll stay with the Eagles. So 17:42 to go. As Hammond will get the ball off the inbounds pass, working into the hands of Cole Hage. Hage up top. Justice Noel did not score any points last time these two teams played. Van Dam shot in and out. Rebound comes down to Mason Grafsack. Back the other way, the Knights will come. It's Mason Love being guarded by Hammond as Love pops it into the hands there. Fultz now gives it to Ben Holverson, who had 9 threes against Davies last time these two teams met up. Nice move inside there. That one is swatted away. Hage with the rebound quickly up court there for Van Dam in a travel. You can tell the energy is a little intense already, and we're only a minute into the game. Inbounds pass to Barbeau. A couple passes later, it gets back to Mason Love. Love brings it over the timeline here with 17 minutes to go. Love will get a screen, but Hage is right there to pick up on the defense for Eagles. Work it over far side there. That is, can't quite see, it's Mason Love. Love will feed it inside there for Grabsack. Battle for it on the floor there. Out of bounds right as the shot clock hits 0, and it will be Knights basketball.
Shot clock violation on the play.
No, it will not. They'll say it's the shot clock hit 0 before the ball went out of bounds. So it'll be Fargo Davies basketball, turnover number 1 here for the Knights. Hammond works it up top for Van Dam. Van Dam drives into the paint. That one a little strong. Hage there for the rebound. Follow up, gets the foul.
Knights ball, number 14, Alex Barbeau.
Barbeau picks up his first, 6'3" junior. He had 5 points against Davies last time the two met up, and Hage will put the Eagles on the board. It's 1-0. Hage had 29 last time these two met up, and now he has 2. Inbounds pass comes to Mason Love. Outside there, that is Fultz. Fultz with the jumper, too strong off the glass. Ben Holverson reaching in for the rebound, but Hage strips it away. Gets credit for a steal. That's the second. We'll consider that a turnover. And now Hammond, did it count? I don't think so.
Falls on the Knights, Mason Love, first personal, second team foul.
Hammond for 3. Got it!
Grayson Hammond for 2.
Oh, I guess that was a 2. Well, okay. They have put 4 on the scoreboard. We'll drop it down 1 here. Once again, last time these two teams met up, Fargo Davies got out to a 10-0 lead. Right now they lead 4-0.
Falls on the Knights, Mason Love, second personal, third team foul. At the line, Owen Heckner.
Now we adjusted the fouls by mistake instead of the points, so. And he'll miss the first one. Heckner had 6 points last time these two teams met up. That one's off the mark as well, 0 for 2. Mason Love being guarded by Hammond as he comes over the timeline, high on the near side. He's looking for a screen, he'll get it. Cole Hage will come off his defender and pick up on Love, and that ball's tipped out of bounds, and it will remain with the Knights. Triggering the inbounds pass is Caden Foltz. Foltz up top for Mason Love. Love, 12-footer, off the mark. Out of bounds, should stay with the Knights, as I believe Hage touched it last. Oh, no, I guess not. I guess it'll be Eagles basketball. I thought he touched it last, but I guess not. So he'll inbound it there for Grayson Hammond. Hammond over to Heckner. Heckner now puts it in the corner for Hammond. Wants to drive baseline, travel, or foul? Foul.
Falls on the Knights, number 14, Barbeau, second personal, fourth team foul. Entering the game for the Knights, number 5, Parker Brown.
Inbounds for Cole Hage. Heckner quickly over to Hammond, corner 3, in!
3! Grayson Hammond, assist Heckner.
Seven 0 lead here for the Eagles. They'll work it inside here for Foltz. That's Ben Hoverson, who had 38 points. Now the ball is stripped away, and it gets into the hands of Hage. Hage to Hammond. Hammond 4-3, in and out. Van Dam with the rebound, back to Hage, down low for Justice Noel. That one will not go. Rebound tipped around. Foltz will collect it.
Timeout on the floor.
We have timeout. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Prolon Fargo Moorhead and Allstate Fred Hage Agency, Van Dam Chiropractic, and Challenge
Timeout
Nutrition.
30-second timeout.
Back in 30 here on the ND Sports Channel. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. 7-0 lead here for the Fargo Davies Eagles, of 14:24 to go here in the first half. Inbounds pass comes into Mason Love. Love gets around the screen, and a whistle and a turnover.
Falls on the Knights. Mason grabs a first personal, fifth team foul.
So the Knights getting in a little bit of foul trouble here. They're already up to 5, 2 away from a 1-1 bonus, and Hammond trying to make it a 10-point lead. Off the mark, and Cole Hage right there with the rebound. Second chance, up and in.
Cole Hage with the putback.
4 points for Cole, and that's just under 14 minutes to go with a 9-0 lead now. Holverson in the backcourt gives it to Mason Love. He comes over the timeline, being guarded by Hammond. 13:44 to go, 20 to shoot on the shot clock. Love dribbles down near wing, pops it up top, now quickly over far side. That is Parker Brown, I believe. Parker Brown for 3, that's off the mark. Rebound chased down by Van Dam. Gets it up to Hammond. Hammond works it down low for Heckner, back to Hammond. Cross court, Hage over his head into the hands of Dan Carlson, the head coach for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Nice catch there by Carlson. Stops the clock with 13:20 to go. Foltz being guarded by Van Dam as he brings it over the timeline. Now Parker Brown. Parker Brown works into the hands of Ben Hoverson, and there's a foul on the Eagles. It might go on Hammond. Nope, Cole Hage.
First team foul.
Inbounds pass comes to Hoverson, and it was nearly stripped away by Justice Noel, but they're going to call him for a foul.
Number 20, Justice Noel. First personal, second team foul.
So Parker Brown will trigger the inbounds pass here. Gets it to Fultz. Fultz with a bounce pass back to Brown, high on the near side. 13 minutes to go. Hoverson, blocked by Cole Hage. Now Hage will tee it up for three, off the mark. Rebound comes down to Fultz. Fultz get into the hands of Mason Love over the timeline. Love will dribble up to the near wing, free throw line extended near side, gets it to Parker Brown in the near corner. Brown whips it up out top for Fultz. Fultz drives the lane, outside, that is Mason Love. High post jumper will not dribble in, and Hage will get the rebound. Ty Satter into the lineup, as is Mason Bitts, and that one's off the back iron, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Grafseth. Grafseth will get it to Mason Love. They're 12-12 and counting here in the first half. Parker Brown, far side, up top here, now near wing and inside for Grafseth. Grafseth blocked out of bounds by Van Dam.
Entering the game, Eagles, Owen Heckner and Nate Hensel.
Van Dam and Noel will get a breather on the bench. Nate Hensel checks in for the first time, as does Owen Heckner, I believe, was the other one to check in. Hoverson backs up Mason Bitts and puts it up, and that one will not drop in. An unfriendly rim here for the night so far, but once again, Davies started with a 10-0 lead last time too. Heckner will make it an 11-0 lead. Heckner with his first bucket. He missed 2 free throws earlier. He had 6 last time the two played. Mason Love pops it out. Ben Hoverson will chase it down in front of the midcourt stripe. Hoverson pops it out, tipped into the hands of Parker Brown. They try and work it inside there, but it's through the fingertips of Mason Grafseth and out of bounds, and turnover number 4 for Grand Forks Central.
Tristan Tatum, Alex Fargo. Entering the game, Grayson Hammond.
That's Parker Brown. That is, let's see, Alex Barbeau. And now Tristan Alexander, number 4. Parker Brown looking for a shot, 3 on the way, and it's in and out. Ty Satter will collect the rebound, back the other way quickly. Comes Satter and the Eagles. Satter will pick up his dribble. Hammond now near wing, kicks it baseline for Cole Hage. Hage back out, Satter catch and shoot 3. It rattles in!
Ty Satter, assist game.
A 14-0 lead now for Fargo Davies. They'll get it into the hands there, far side. Couldn't quite see who that was. It's Parker Brown with it now. That's Barbeau who has it. Hoverson for 3. That one missed everything. Satter will try again, and he nails it. Back-to-back threes for Ty Satter, a 17-0 lead for the Fargo Davies Eagles, and a timeout for the Knights. 9:57 to go here, and a 17-0 lead for Fargo Davies. Back in a moment. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. All right, welcome back. 9:57 to go here. 17-0 lead here for Fargo Davies. Parker Brown off the fingertips of Barbeau, out of bounds. Turnover, Grand Forks Central.
Enter the game for the Knights, Mason Love.
That's the 5th turnover according to my numbers here for the Knights. 9:45 to go as Hammond works at the Satter. Cross court, Van Dam off the glass on an alley-oop.
Aaron Van Dam, assist Satter.
.9:35 to go. Mason Love feeds it into the hands of Alexander. Inside foul. Fouls on Fargo Davies, either Satter or Hammond, I'm guessing.
Falls on the Eagles. Grayson Hammond.
Yep, it is on
personal,
Hammond.
3rd team foul.
Baseline inbounds pass here, triggered by, I believe that's Alexander. Yep. He'll get it in for Mason Love. Love will get the ball and work it over to the far wing. Behind the back dribble there, puts it up top for Foltz. Quickly near side. Now they work it inside. Now back out, corner three on the way. In and out, won't go. Got his own rebound though. That was Alex Barbeau. And now the next shot won't go, and Satter will get the defensive board. Quickly the other way. It's Van Dam to Satter. Satter at the high post. Van Dam thought about the three, now pulls in for a 17-footer. Off the glass, won't go. Rebound goes eventually into the hands of Hensel, but then it's stripped away. That's the 2nd turnover here for Fargo Davies. Mason Love pulls up near wing. Looking for some help, gets into the hands of Alexander. Alexander, and now the three from Foltz. It's in! Foltz gets the triple, and the Knights are on the board. 8:37 and counting to go here. Near side, Heckner. Heckner for Van Dam, and the pass was just a little bit off the mark there for Van Dam to do something cool with that one, but it counts as a bucket either way.
Entering the game for the Knights, Ben Overson and for your Eagles, Cole Page.
Only 4 threes in this game so far. Work it inside, tipped away, and out of bounds. A for effort there for Grayson Hammond, but couldn't keep it in bounds. As the Knights will get the inbounds pass on the near corner here, on the near corner of the baseline. Hoverson, fouled by Heckner. Team foul number 3, I believe. Nope, check that 4.
Falls on the Eagles, Owen Heckner, 1st personal, 4th team foul. At the line, Overson.
First chance at points here. Gets it. 21-4.
Into the game, Mason Pitt.
Second free throw for Hoverson rattles in as well. 21-5 here, 7:57 to go. That's Mason Bitts. He'll get the ball back from Hammond. Now swing it near side, Hage. Hage looking inside for Van Dam, and there's a foul on, I believe, Foltz. It's on the on the Knights for sure.
Knights, Caden Foltz, 1st personal, 6th team foul. Entering the game for the Knights, number 5, Parker Brown.
Parker Brown back into the lineup. Tried to get it in there for Cole Hage. Knights will get it. That'll be turnover number 3 for Fargo Davies. Mason Love, and a whistle, and back the other way, an offensive foul on the Knights.
Second personal, 7th team foul. Entering the game for the Knights, Tory Battles.
Bits through the legs of Cole Hage, out of bounds. That'll be turnover number 4 for Fargo Davies. Don't see that happen too often. Love will hustle it over the timeline. Dribble into the paint. That's Fultz. Now Parker Brown puts the ball to the floor, works it inside. Mason Love with a feed across the paint. Nice job there to Mason Grafseth to get the bucket.
Battles for 2.
Or check that, Battles, excuse me. Heckner gets it up and in.
Heckner, 2 assist hits.
(23-7), 6:52 and counting. Fultz being guarded by Van Dam. That's Ben Hoverson. And that'll be a foul on Van Dam.
Falls on the Eagles, Cameron Van Dam, first personal, 5th team foul. Into the game for the Eagles, Ty Satter.
Ty Satter with 6 points. He had 2 threes for 6 points last time. Now he has 6 points this time. And we have a timeout on the floor.
30-second timeout.
6:44 to go here. We're back in 30 seconds.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
All right, welcome back. 6:44 to go, excuse me. 23-7 in favor of the Eagles. And a whistle stops the clock right away, and we'll try this again. Hoverson, now Parker Brown. Brown spins around Bits, gets into the hands of Mason Love. Love dribbles in, kicks it out. Hoverson for 3. Got it!
Hoverson for 3.
Satter up top for Bits. Now Hage, back to Bits. Satter thought about the 3, now he steps back, puts it up, in and 1! He got it! He'll go to the line for a chance at a 4-point play here. Ty Satter with 9 points, and if he can connect on the free throw, or they're sending Van Dam to the free throw line.
3-pointers good.
Okay, so they're sending Van Dam to the free throw line. I thought it was Satter who got fouled. Something must have happened when I wasn't looking down in that direction.
Mason Love, 3rd personal, 8th team foul.
So Mason Love picks up his
At the
3rd.
line, Cameron Van Dam.
So Van Dam connects on the free throw. And that's kind of a bad foul, because if Van Dam connects here, it's 5 points. And no, well, they will, he won't connect, but
Falls on the Eagles, Mason Betts, first personal, 6th team foul. Entering the game. Entering the game for the Eagles, Justice Noel.
Justice Noel still looking for his first points of the night. As Alex Barbeau will come back in, they'll give Mason Love a breather on the bench. Fultz will trigger the inbounds pass. And it goes into Barbeau. Barbeau will bring it over the timeline, being guarded by Bitts, hands it off to Parker Brown. Satter is on Brown. Brown picks up his dribble. Hoverson, far side. Hoverson picks up his dribble, needs some help. Bounce pass to, I believe that's Grafseth. No, check that. That is Tory Battles. 7 on the shot clock, down at the baseline, and a whistle. I think they're going to get Noel for a foul here, possibly.
Calls on Eagles, Justice Noel, second personal, 17th foul.
That'll put the Knights at the line to shoot 1-1. Parker Brown's first trip to the free throw line this evening. And it's in. So he'll get one more. 27-11. As Grayson Hammond checks back into the lineup for Fargo Davies. Makes them both. Bitts high on the far side over the timeline to Satter. Satter back to Bitts. Bitts now near side for Hammond. Hammond looks down to the baseline. Cameron Van Dam a little short. Gets the rebound, tips it in.
Cameron Van Dam for 2.
Van Dam with 7 points now. 29-12, 5:13 and counting to go. Parker Brown into Barbeau's hands. Barbeau will dribble it to the near wing. Hand it off, free throw line extended near side for Parker Brown. Brown looks inside, ball's tipped around, taken away by Ty Satter. Down low, Van Dam can't get it to roll in. Rebound comes down there to Caden Foltz. Foltz still with the ball up top. Parker Brown for 3. Off the back iron, too strong. Page will steal that rebound. Up to Hammond. Off the glass and in.
Grayson Hammond, 2.
We'll credit Page with the assist on that one. 4:25, 31-12. Brown being guarded by Bitts. High on the near side. Gets it into the hands of Foltz. Now Ben Hoverson. Hoverson being guarded by Van Dam. Hoverson drives into the paint, turns around, a little short. May have been fouled, no call. Back the other way here, Van Dam. Over to Satter. Back to Van Dam, now to the near side, Bitts into the corner for Hammond. Back to Bitts up top, Van Dam. Van Dam inside for Cole Hage. Outside Satter, 4-3. Got it! Some nice passing there and ball movement by Fargo Davies. All 5 players on the court for the Eagles touched the ball there as Satter knocks down his 4th triple of the game. 34-12, it's Parker Brown. Dribbles far wing, now picks up his dribble, needs some help. Works it inside there for Barbeau, lost it out of bounds, back to the Eagles.
Entering the game for the Knights, Mason Grabsa, and for the Eagles, Nate Hensel and Owen Hector.
Hammond will bring it over the timeline here. Work it to Heckner on the near wing. Back up top for Hammond. Looks over at Satter. Now puts the ball on the floor. Gives it to Satter. Satter, step back. 5th 3. Yes! 5 threes for Ty Satter. He has 15 points, all from behind the arc. That'll be a foul, possibly on Heckner.
On Eagles' own Heckner, second personal, 18th foul.
That'll send Caden Foltz to the free throw line.
Shooting the free throw.
Foltz had 6 points last time these two teams played. He has 3 right now. Make it 4. 37-13, 3:05 remaining first half of play. And the next free throw's in as well. Foltz with 5 points now as Hammond has the ball. Satter back to Hammond. Page works inside Heckner. Heckner on the baseline, backs up, gives it back to Hage. They work it back inside for Nate Hensel. One dribble, they're saying he traveled. I didn't see it. There were a couple players in my way. I would like to question it, but since I didn't see it, I can't really question it. Hoverson looking to trigger the inbounds pass, does so to Barbeau. Barbeau with a pass up to Parker Brown. Quickly, 3 on the way. Foltz got it. 8 points for Caden Foltz now. 2.5 to go. Satter on the near timeline, works up top. Hammond quickly over to Cole Hage, now down low for Heckner. Heckner in a triple team, and he gets called for the travel. Stops the clock with 2:21 to go here. Hoverson will trigger the inbounds pass. Eagles will put pressure in the backcourt. Van Dam will come in for Cole Hage. Hoverson, and it's poked out of bounds by Hensel, as Hoverson tried to get it in there for Parker Brown. So Hoverson will try again. Feeds it up, Caden Foltz. He'll get his fingers on it, and looking for, and there's a foul. The foul is probably on Heckner, maybe Satter, one of the two. We'll see. It's on Heckner, it's his second. Oh, it's his third, excuse me.
At the line, shooting the 1-and-1, Caden Foltz.
Foltz 2 for 2 from the line. 3 for 3 from the line.
Into the game for the Eagles, Mason Bitt.
And he'll make the other one as well. 4 for 4. He has 10 points with that last free throw. Near side, Mason Bitts down to Van Dam, back up top. Hammond for 3, in and out. And tipped out by Hensel, and it'll be Knights basketball. Ten turnovers for the Knights, 5 for the Eagles. Parker Brown feeds into the hands of Gravseth. Gravseth outside, Brown for 3. Off the rim, won't go. Tipped around, Bitts with the rebound. Satter for another 3. You betcha, he got it.
Satter for 3.
He has 6 threes, and they're all 18 of his points from behind the three-point arc. That shot off the mark. Offensive rebound by Foltz. That one won't go. Rebound to Hensel. Hammond quickly to Satter. 3, number 7 is short off the front rim, won't go. Offensive rebound by Hammond. Satter will try again, top of the key. He got it, he's got 7 threes. He is duplicating Ben Hoverson's performance from last time these two teams met, which is bad news for the Knights. 43-19, just under a minute to go here. And Satter will steal it away. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Satter to the hoop, draws the foul, but the bucket will not go in. So Satter with the first chance to get points from inside the three-point arc. Comes with 40.9 seconds to go.
Shooting a pair of free throws, tied Satter.
That last foul was the third one on Alex Barbeau. Free throw up and in.
Entering the game for the Knights, Kristen Tatum and Tori Battles.
22 points for Ty Satter now, and we're still in the first half. And Cole Hage will check back in. And that'll give Nate Hensel a breather.
Number 30, Cole Hage.
Full court pressure here by Fargo Davies. That's Ty Alexander into the lineup. Being guarded, harassed in the backcourt there by Mason Bitts, who did an excellent job. Almost poked that one away. Parker Brown will hand it back off to Alexander. Alexander now for Hoverson up top, now over to Foltz. Foltz works it down low there for, that's Battles. Battles turns around in the paint, gets it in off the glass.
Corey Battles for 2.
9 seconds to go. Hammond, corner 3, no. Battles. Alexander will get it up for Parker Brown. I don't think it was off his hands in time. And that brings us to halftime.
Your halftime score, Davies Eagles, 45. Central Knights, 21.
45-21 at halftime. We'll add up some numbers. Come back with your halftime show in a few minutes here. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
All right, welcome back. Halftime score, 45-21. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half here. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, including Allstate Fred Hage Agency, Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, and Prolon of Fargo Moorhead, plus multiple Davies families for bonus coverage of girls varsity and boys junior varsity. Numbers here at halftime, we'll start with the Knights. 2 points for Parker Brown, 10 for Caden Foltz, including 2 triples. Ben Hoverson, 5 points, including 1 triple, and 4 for Torrey Battles. The Knights, Parker Brown, 2 for 2. Caden Foltz, 4 for 4. Ben Hoverson, 2 for 2. That makes them a perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw stripe for 100% for the Grand Forks Central Knights. The Knights actually out-rebounded Fargo Davies by 2. 22 rebounds, 12 offensive, 10 defensive. No blocks, 4 assists, 1 steal for the Knights team numbers. Once again, individual numbers. Caden Foltz leading the way with 10. Ben Hoverson with 5. Torrey Battles with 4. And Parker Brown with 2. Team fouls, 9 in the first half. 3 for Mason Love, 3 for Alex Barbeau, 1 for Caden Foltz, and 2 for Mason Gravseth. Individual rebounds, Gravseth with 3, 2 defensive. Battles with 2 offensive. Hoverson with 5, 3 of them defensive. Foltz, 3, 2 of them defensive. Alex Barbeau, 2, 1 on each side of the glass. Mason Love, 2 on the offensive board. Parker Brown, 4, 2 on each side. Tristan Alexander with 1 offensive board. For Fargo Davies, team numbers look like this. 20 rebounds, 10 on each side of the glass. 2 block shots, 6 assists, 2 steals. They're 5 of 8 for 63% from the free throw stripe. They had 5 turnovers in that first half. Owen Heckner with 4 and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Grayson Hammond with 7, including 1 triple. Cameron Van Dam, 7 points and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Cole Hage with 4, and he has 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Eagles are led by Ty Satter with 23 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and 7 3-pointers in that first half. Yes, you heard me correctly, 7. Ty Satter, 2 defensive rebounds, a steal, and an assist. Mason Bitts, 2 offensive boards, 1 defensive board, and an assist. Owen Heckner, offensive board, 2 defensive boards, and 2 assists. Let's see here. Grayson Hammond with 2 offensive boards. Cameron Van Dam with 4 boards, 3 of them on the offensive glass. Cole Hage have him down for 5 boards, 3 of those 5 on the defensive glass. Cameron Van Dam also has 1 block shot, by the way. Owen Heckner with 2 assists. Mason Bitts with an assist. Cole Hage with a block, a steal, and 2 assists. And that wraps up your individual numbers. Nate Hensel with 1 defensive board. I forgot to mention that one. 9 fouls for the Eagles in that first half. 1 to Mason Bitts, 3 for Owen Heckner, 2 for Justice Noel, 1 for Grayson Hammond, 1 for Cameron Van Dam, and 1 for Cole Hage. And that wraps up your individual numbers here. We're just under 2 minutes away from the start of the second half of action. We'll be back in a moment with that second half after this.
Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
All right, you heard it. The Knights will have the ball here to start half number 2. They trail 45-21. Mike Mason with you here on the play-by-play. Cy working the camera, and both of us working the graphics. It's working out very well. There's Mason Love. Baseline into the corner for Hoverson and a foul. Or not a foul, but a whistle. There is a foul. Baseline inbounds pass here for the Knights. Comes into Mason Love. Now into the corner. And near side, Barbeau for 3. In and out. Van Dam with the rebound. Now Cole Hage will have it, working to the hands of Hammond. Hammond down to the baseline there for Van Dam. Back to Hage, quickly in the near corner. Heckner for 3. Got it!
3! Owen Heckner!
Hage will get the assist. And that'll be a 5-second violation, or I believe. Heckner now with 7 points. And a turnover for the Knights. Shot is up, won't go. And Hammond with the rebound in the bucket.
Hammond with the putback.
3 offensive rebounds now, and with the putback, he has 9 points. Mason Love hands it off here for Fultz. Now they get it to Barbeau. Barbeau feeds it down low for Hoverson with the reverse layup. Nice job there and nice pass. Barbeau will get the assist. 7 points for Ben Hoverson, 31 shy of what he had last time. I don't say that to be negative.
Justice Noel for 2.
Justice Noel scores his first bucket of the season against the Grand Forks Central Knights. And that'll be a bump there, Mason Love or Cole Hage. It's going to be on Hage, it looks like.
On the Eagles, Cole Hage, second personal, second team foul.
Mason Love will get the inbounds pass up against Hammond, drives into the lane, lays it in off the glass. Nice job there by Mason Love. That's his first points of the game. 52-25, the numbers are mirrored on the scoreboard. The long 2 from the baseline, up and in for Van Dam. That's 9 points for Van Dam now. And an offensive board, or defensive board, excuse me, by Cole Hage. Van Dam lost the handle, picked up by Hage, fired over to Hammond, back over near side Heckner. Baseline, now back up top. Hage for 3 from 19-9, he got it!
Cole Hage for 3.
Hage with 7 points now. Barbeau hands it off to Hoverson. Hoverson being guarded there by Noel. Now back to Mason Love. Just over 15 minutes to go here in the ball game. As Fultz will hand it off to Barbeau. Barbeau dribbles, free throw line extended near side. Barbeau will tee it up for three. Off the back iron, won't go. Van Dam with the defensive board. Van Dam comes back the other way inside for Noel, and he'll draw the foul. That's the first on the Knights here in the second half. We'll see who they charge it to.
Knights, foul number 14, Barbeau, fourth personal, first
Barbeau
team
picks
foul.
up number 4.
Justice Noel.
Substitutions for both teams here after this free throw from Noel.
Entering the game for the Knights, Parker Brown, and for the Eagles, Ty Satter and Mason Pitts.
And he's 2 for 2. Inbounds pass comes into Parker Brown. Now Mason Love outside. Parker Brown open for 3. He got it.
Parker Brown for 3.
5 points for Parker Brown now, as Bitts will bring it over the timeline here with 14.5 to go. Bitts dribbles over far side. Satter for 3, number 8. No, in and out won't go, and then a whistle as the rebound was. Looks like that foul might be on Mason Love.
Number 12, Mason Love, fourth personal, second team foul.
Mason Love doesn't agree with that. That's his 4th. Inbounds for Heckner, and an immediate whistle and another foul. This one going on Foltz more than likely.
Falls on the Knights, Caden Foltz. Second personal, third team foul.
Comes in for Cole Hage. Hage fires it back to Bitts. Bitts dribbles up in between the rings. He'll get a screen from Heckner, dribble over to the far side. Satter, step back 3. No, too strong. Noel with the rebound, back to Satter from Bitts. And the ball's tipped out of bounds. He'll stay with the Eagles as the pass was intended for Hage.
Entering the game for the Knights. Number 15, Sam Strandell.
Sam Strandell, a 6'1" sophomore, checking into the lineup here, as that pass, inbounds pass, will be chased down by Bitts into the backcourt, and he'll bring it back. Heckner up top for Noel. Noel looking around, looking inside, nobody home. Bounce pass there for Bitts. Bitts hands it off to Hage. Hage from the free throw line, and it will bounce off the back rim. Hoverson with the rebound. Just over 13.5 as Parker Brown brings it back. He'll get the screen. Parker Brown, long 2, it's in.
Parker Brown for 2.
59-30. Hage, free throw line extended near side, drives down to the baseline. They're saying he carried it.
Entering the game.
I'd like to see the video replay on that one.
And Cameron Van Dam.
Inbounds pass comes into Parker Brown. Brown being guarded by Satter with a little over 13 to go. He gets the screen, hands it off there for Foltz. Foltz over to Barbeau. I believe that was Barbeau anyway. No, check that. That was Strandell, excuse me. Bounce pass down low. That is Foltz with the bucket. Foltz with 12 points now. He had 10 of them in the first half. 59-32, just under 13. Bitts with the basketball, now Heckner. Heckner drives into the paint. Ball's tipped, and we'll put that into the books as a block shot there for Foltz. And from behind, Parker Brown will get the foul as Mason Bitts goes down hard to the deck.
Falls on the Knights, number 5. Brown, first personal, fourth team foul.
So Bitts will trigger the inbounds pass inside for Van Dam. Spinning around, and it's blocked by Hoverson. Out of bounds, he'll stay with the Eagles. Bitts will try the inbounds pass again for Satter this time. Satter works it in for Van Dam. Hensel. Now Heckner. Heckner drives down to the baseline, and It'll be an inbounds pass from the baseline as there's a foul on Grand Forks Central.
19 Foltz, third personal, 15 foul. Get out your 50-50 raffle tickets. Winning number 283-8100.
Heckner off the back iron, won't go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Parker Brown. Up court for Caden Foltz, and a foul. The foul's going to go on Owen Heckner. That's his fourth, I believe. That'll send Foltz to the free throw line where he is perfect. Check that, it's on Van Dam, his second. And Foltz will miss it. Hammond in, and Heckner a breather on the bench. Foltz with the free throw attempt. That one's in. .12-10 and counting to go here. Hensel up top. Van Dam working the baseline to the hoop, and he'll draw the foul.
Falls on tonight's Ben Hoverson, first personal, 16 foul. At the line, shooting free throws, Cameron Van Dam.
Van Dam in and out. Van Dam's 1 of 3 from the line today. And he's 1 of 4 now. Rebound comes down to Hoverson. He'll hand it off to Parker Brown. Near side there, that's Foltz. Foltz being guarded by Satter, works it inside. Hoverson to the rim and off the glass.
And Hoverson for 2.
9 points for Hoverson. Hensel up top, works over for Van Dam, back for Hammond for 3. In and out. Battle for the rebound, comes back to Hammond for the baseline jumper, and he got it.
Grayson Hammond for 2.
Just over 11 minutes to go here. Work it into the hands of Grafseth. Grafseth had 14 points last time these two teams played. He's still looking for his first bucket. Bitts with the defensive board. Corner for Satter, back to Hammond. Hammond drives into the paint. Strong move to the hoop, won't go. Hensel with the rebound and the putback.
Hensel, 2.
That's his first points of the night. Pressure in the backcourt. Knights nearly lost it. Now they'll slow things down and bring it over the timeline. 10:37 and counting. Substitution pending for Grand Forks Central here at the next break in action. On the near side, it's Strandell. Worked it up top to Hoverson. Now I believe, can't see who that is. Grafseth down low. Grafseth in the paint, spinning around. Hook shot won't go. Rebound, Hammond. Hammond, Van Dam, back to Hammond. To Bitts, quickly over to Satter. Satter gets it back to Van Dam, now Bitts again. Inside, and Bitts tried to get it, and it was tipped by Hoverson back to Bitts. Van Dam went for the dunk, but didn't bring the ball with him. Hoverson fakes the 3, steps in, 17-footer off the glass. Rebound, Mason Bitts. Mason Bitts has had 3 defensive rebounds in the last minute or so. Grafseth will grab that defensive board. Up into the corner there, and back to Parker Brown. And a whistle and a timeout, Grand Forks Central, I believe. Substitutions coming. We'll see some new faces on the court, more than likely here for these two teams. Looks like we might have a full timeout. Yep, it is indeed a full timeout, so we'll take a full timeout with them. Back in a moment. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320.
Also, visit them online, VanDamChiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
All right, welcome back. So some new faces on the floor here for Fargo Davies. So at least one new face. That's Ian Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher had 5 threes in the second half of the JV game. He had a couple in the first half too. I didn't keep track though, but I know he had at least 5 in the second half. Satter, 3, number 8. It's in!
3! Ty Satter!
He had 7 in the first half. That's his first of the second half. He has 26 points on the night. 66-35. Ty Alexander into the corner. Mason Love for 3. Won't go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher trying to hustle to the basket. Lost the basketball out of bounds. Stops the clock with 9 minutes to go. As Love will bring it over the timeline here. Hands it off there for Barbeau. Ty Alexander outside for Mason Love. Love makes a move to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Hage will pull down the rebound. 6 defensive boards for Cole Hage. Hage, Satter, free throw. Number 9, he got it!
Ty Satter!
Well, it looked like a free throw. At least he made it look like that. That's not what I intended to say, but he got 9 threes now for Ty Satter. That ties a record on the ND Sports Channel. And we'll see if he can break the record here. He's got 8 minutes to do it. Satter for 3, number 10. He got it! 10 threes, 30 points from behind the line. He has 32 on the night.
3 for Ty Satter.
Hoverson got it off the glass on the baseline.
Overson for 2.
Well, let's just see how many he can get here. Ty Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11 3. He got it! 11 3-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable. 35 points for Satter, and it's 75-37. When we came out of that last timeout, Fargo Davies had only outscored Grand Forks Central 18-14 here in the second half. That has changed thanks to Ty Satter.
Into the game for the Knights, Kate Foltz, Tori Battles.
I had to double check my scorebook to make sure that was 11, but it was indeed 11. Foltz tried to get it, won't go. Hage with another rebound. He's just racking up the defensive boards tonight. Satter, you could tell he wanted to try. Now Moschenbacher. Nearly lost it, he'll get it back. Heckner dribbles in. Justice Noel long 2 off the baseline. Moschenbacher with the offensive board and the bucket. Nice job by Ian Moschenbacher. 40-point lead here for the Eagles. Mason Love hands it off here for Barbeau. Barbeau for Ty Alexander. Alexander will try for 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound to Mason Love. And he'll battle underneath and draw the foul.
Falls on the Eagles, number 1, Ty Satter, first personal, 4th team foul. At the line, Mason Love. Into the game, the Eagles, Grayson Hammond, Cameron Van Dam.
Van Dam will get the rebound on the missed free throw. In and out. Ty Alexander with the defensive board. Alexander, and it's blocked by Van Dam and collected by Hage. Satter still in. He has 11 threes. He'll come to the near corner here, and Satter thought about it, gives it back to Hammond. Wide open Hage, step back three, off the mark, won't go. Rebound comes down to Battles. And then blocked by Owen Heckner.
Into the game, Eagle, Mason Bitts. And for the Knights, Parker Brown.
.535 and counting. 77-38. Mason Bitts with the basketball. Now up top for Van Dam. Near side, that is Hammond. Hammond cross court for Bitts. And did he step out of bounds? He did. .518 to go. Mason Love over the timeline. Free throw line extended near side. Hands it off for Parker Brown with another handoff for Alexander. Lobs it inside there. Now a free throw jumper, and that one's off the mark there out of the hands of Fultz. And foul, I believe, on Fargo Davies. I was looking down for a second. I missed it.
Second personal, 15 foul. Into the game, Eagles, Nate Hensel.
Nate Hensel checks back in. That last foul was on Mason Bitts, his second. Alexander back up high on the near side from Mason Love. He'll get the screen. Mason Love will back up in between the rings. Now look to go inside. Push into the corner. They feed it down low, and he lost it out of bounds. .445 to go as the inbounds pass comes to Mason Bitts. Grayson Hammond. Now Van Dam wants to drive in, kicks it out. Bitts, now Hammond in the corner. Hammond will drive baseline. Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it!
For Satter!
7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half. Well, if Fargo Davies needed points, they could give it to Satter. There's a block by Van Dam. Satter looking for some space. Step back, number 13 is short. Save. Let's say, hey, let's try it again. No, this time Hammond to the hoop. Won't go. And wasn't sure if that was Hensel or Hammond that tipped it in, but apparently it was Hammond. Satter will head to the bench.
High Satter has set a new Davies Eagles single game 3-point record with 12 3-pointer.
That's pretty awesome. I will admit, that is pretty awesome.
Congratulations, High Satter.
.340 to go. 82-38. And we'll get through the new players for Davies here in just a second. That's Parker Brown. Mid-post jumper, 12-footer in. And a whistle and a timeout. And coming in is Jacob Prudhomme. That'll put Heckner on the bench. Sam Carter Hills, he'll be inbounding the ball here more than likely to Maschenbacher. Near side, Latrell Davis. Far side, down low by the hoop, there's Jacob Prudhomme, and over on the far wing is Brady Savageau. So Maschenbacher will bring it over the timeline with a little over 3 minutes to go. Maschenbacher puts it up. May have been partially tipped and back the other way. Parker Brown with the basketball. Feeds it inside for Hoverson, who lays it in.
And Hoverson for 2.
Hoverson with 13 points now. Had to add that up quickly. Savage Maschenbacher. Maschenbacher to the hoop and lays it in.
Yeah,
Work it inside there. That is Grafseth with the hook shot. Rolls around and out. Prudhomme with the defensive board. Davis will hand it off for Hills. Hills into the hands of Maschenbacher in between the wings. Substitution coming here for the Knights. Outside Savageau. Now Davis. Davis drives down near side of the lane. Gives it to Hills. Savageau for 3. That's off the back iron. It will not go. Grafseth with the rebound. That's his 5th defensive board. Mason Love backs up, being guarded here by Maschenbacher. Couple quick passes back into the corner. Hoverson for 3. Nope, too strong. Rebound comes down to the hands of Caden Foltz. Back inside, Grafseth. Move to the basket, won't go. Prudhomme with the defensive board. And then a turnover there by Fargo Davies as Grafseth will get the steal. Near side, Foltz for 3. No, too strong. Rebound, Maschenbacher. 1:39 to go. Maschenbacher brings it over the timeline. Maschenbacher with a strong move to the hoop. Won't go. Battle for the rebound, and it comes down to the hands of Foltz on the loose ball. Foltz into the corner. Hoverson for 3. Short. Rebound, Latrell Davis. Davis loses it off the foot. Picked up by Mason Love. That's the 10th turnover for Davies. And Prudhomme with another defensive board. Gets it to Hills. Just over a minute to go, and now a whistle. And a substitution here as looks like Carter Whitty and Zach Mitzel will check in for the Eagles. And some new faces for the Knights, too. They include, let's see here, I believe that's Battles. Ty Alexander in, as well as Parker Brown. And Sam Strandell, number 15 for the Knights. Hoverson still in there. Savageau with the attempt, no good. Hoverson with the defensive board. Hoverson with 7 defensive boards now. Hoverson at the top of the key. Hands it off there. Parker Brown, long 3, in.
Parker Brown for 3.
Mitzel will give it back to Hills in the backcourt. Hills over the timeline. 30 seconds to go here in this one. And that one's off the mark and out of bounds.
Into the game for the Knights, Kyle already.
(84-45), 23 seconds to go. Baseline jumper up, too strong. Rebound comes down there to Brady Savageau. And they will just dribble this one out here. At least we think they will. And that'll be your final score.
Your final score, Davies Eagles 84, Central Knights 45. Once again, congratulations to Ty Satter, single game, 3-point record. Remember, seatbelts save lives. Please buckle up and have a safe trip home. Thank you for attending tonight's game.
All right, we're going to add up some numbers here, and we want to thank our sponsors really quick, including Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, Allstate Fred Hage Agency, ProLon of Fargo Moorhead, and Davies Families for making the bonus coverage for girls varsity and boys junior varsity and girls junior varsity possible here on the ND Sports Channel. Davies wins 84-45 over the Knights. They get the win back after the loss up in Grand Forks and at the Grand Forks Central High about a month ago. And like I said, we'll add up some numbers and be right back.
Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back here at Fargo Davies High School. Once again, your final score, 84-45 in favor of the Fargo Davies Eagles. Ty Satter setting a single-game record for 12 three-pointers in the game. All but 2 of his points were from the from behind the three-point arc. He was 2 for 2 from the free throw line as well for a game total of 38. Hands down, Ty Satter, player of the game. We won't even get into other nominees because there really wasn't any other nominees, to be perfectly honest with you. Ian Moschenbacher coming off the bench in the second half, scoring 4. Let's see here. Owen Heckner into the night with 7. Justice Noel with 4. Grayson Hammond poured in 13. Cameron Van Dam with 9. Cole Hage with 7. And Nate Hensel with 2. For the Knights, it was Parker Brown with 12. Mason Love with 3. Torrey Battles with 4, and then Caden Foltz and Ben Hoverson led the way with 13 each for their team in a losing effort. It was 45-21 at halftime. The Davies Eagles outscored the Knights 39-24 in the second half to bring us to our final score of 84-45. Let's see here. Let's take one more timeout, and then we'll wrap this thing up when we come back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life.
Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
All right, welcome back here to Fargo Davies High School. And let's see here. Let's turn that blue screen off for you so you can kind of see what's going on. There we go. Once again, final 84-45. Individual numbers here. We'll start with Grand Forks Central. Or we'll start with team numbers, actually. Rebounds in the game, 14 offensive, 19 defensive for a total of 33. 2 block shots, 4 assists, 3 steals, 10 of 12 for 83% from the free throw line. And they had a total of 17 turnovers in the game as well. For Fargo Davies, 5 turnovers in each half for a game total of 10. They had 42 rebounds, 14 offensive, 28 defensive, 5 block shots, 7 assists, 2 steals, and were 7 of 12 for 58% from the free throw line. Ty Satter with 38, a steal, assist, 2 defensive boards, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Ian Moschenbacher, 4 with 2 rebounds, 1 on each side. Latrell Davis, no points, but 1 defensive rebound. Mason Bitts, no points, but an assist and a total of 6 rebounds, 4 on the defensive glass with 2 personal fouls. Owen Heckner, 7, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 fouls, 2 assists, a block shot, 3 boards, and 2 of those boards on the defensive board. Defensive glass, I should say. Let's see here. Justice Noel, 4 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 fouls. Zach Mitzel played, did not score any points or collect any stats. Brady Savagel, no points, 1 defensive rebound. Grayson Hammond, 13 points, 7 of those in the first half. He had 2 fouls and 6 rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass. Cameron Van Dam with 9 points, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 fouls, 3 blocked shots, and he had a total of 7 rebounds, 4 of those on the defensive glass. Cole Hage, 7 points. He also had 3 assists, a blocked shot, a steal, 7 defensive boards, and 2 offensive boards, and was 2 of 2 from the free throw line with 2 fouls. Jacob Prudhomme played, did not score any points, but did collect 3 defensive boards. Nate Hensel, 2 points, 2 boards, 1 on each side. For the Grand Forks Central Knights, Parker Brown with 12. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 foul, an assist, and 4 boards, and 2 of them on each side of the glass. Ty Alexander, no points, but 2 rebounds, 1 on each side. Mason Love, 3 points, 4 fouls, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 offensive boards. Alex Barbeau, no points, but he had an assist and 2 boards, 1 on each side. Sam Strandell played, did not score, collect any other stats. Caden Foltz, one of your 2 leading scorers with 13 points, 3 fouls, a blocked shot, and 5 rebounds, 3 of them on the defensive glass. Ben Hoverson with 13 points as well, with an assist, a blocked shot, and he had 7 defensive boards to go along with 2 off the offensive glass. Torrey Battles, 4 points and 3 boards, 2 of them on the offensive glass. Mason Grafseth, no points, but he did have a steal and 6 rebounds, 5 of those 6 on the defensive glass. And that wraps up your individual numbers here for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Grand Forks Central, falls to 5-10 overall, 4-9 against the EDC. They'll have Fargo South at home and then Grand Forks Red River on February 7th and 11th for their next 2 games. While Fargo Davies improves to 14-1 on the year, 13-1, and they're still undefeated at 8-0 at home. Their next 2 games, February 7th at Fargo Shanley on Shanley TV, and then we'll see the Eagles again here on the ND Sports Channel on the 11th when they travel down south to take on the Wahpeton Huskies, and then they're back home on the 14th against the Valley City Highliners. That wraps up your numbers. That wraps up your post-game show. Once again, my name is Mike Mason. I want to say thanks to Cy for working the camera and helping me out with the on-screen graphics. Once again, your player of the game, Ty Satter, with 38 points, 36 of them from behind the three-point arc, setting a single-game school record with 12 threes, and he's also 2 of 2 from the free throw line. No fouls, a steal, an assist, and 2 defensive rebounds. Congrats to Ty Satter for setting that record. And our next broadcast will be coming up here. We can tell you how you can find this game again if you want to watch it at our website, msportsnet.com. Click on Games on Demand under the Games button, and this one will be available in a few minutes to watch. And then our upcoming broadcast, will be our next one, will be on Thursday. We'll be in Barnesville as the Trojans will host the Perham Yellow Jackets for girls basketball action, tipping off at 7:30 p.m. on the Minnesota Sports Station. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, your final score here, 84-45 in favor of Fargo Davies. We thank you for watching, and we thank our sponsors, Pro Lawn of Fargo Moorhead, Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, and Allstate Fred Hage Agency. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you Tuesday from Barnesville here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.